Today, we're going to talk about debt and if it is good or bad. Is there good debt or is it all bad? Let's talk about it. So go ahead, tap in, let's get into it. Many people debate on whether you should or you shouldn't have debt. And I don't personally believe that you can be absolute on one or the other, simply because there are pros and cons to having debt. I do personally believe that there is good debt and there is bad debt. So let me explain to you good debt versus bad debt. Good debt is something that can be used that can make you money. If you can learn how to leverage your debt to where it can become income producing for you, me, in my personal opinion, I consider that good debt. Good debt will be something that you can use that will give you a leg up rather than get you behind financially. Let me give you a couple of examples that I believe are good debt. If you purchase a property and then you in turn to either rent it out or own or finance it, and you get a mortgage on that property and then you rent it out or you own or finance it, and that covers the mortgage payment and all the other related expenses per month to the point where you're cash flowing every month. That to me is an example of good debt. Why? Because you're cash flowing positive every single month on that debt. Another example of good debt is if you own a business and if you have to purchase inventory to sell for your business, if you use a credit card to purchase that inventory and then turn around and sell all of that inventory or sell most of it for a profit to where it covers that monthly payment on your credit card bill every single month to where you can pay it in full. To me, that is also an example of good debt and using debt wisely to where it produces income for you and not get you behind financially. Does that make sense? So in both of those examples, you're generating income every single month rather than getting behind on your bills every single month. So that to me is an example of good debt. I know your mind is already thinking and already turning concerning this idea of debt. So, what questions do you have? What thoughts do you have concerning debt? I want to know about them down in the comment section. Let's start a conversation about good debt versus bad debt. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button? Go ahead and start sharing. Go ahead and subscribe or follow. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time we drop a new video. We appreciate you guys' engagement in advance. Now, let's go ahead and finish up this conversation and let's find out what bad debt is all about. Bad debt is something that you have that you spend on things that don't return an investment. Bad debt are things that get you behind the eight ball financially and it doesn't give you a leg up. Let me give you a couple of examples of dealing with bad debt. If you're using a credit card just because you can, if you use that limit on your credit card just because you have it to spend and you don't have a plan or the ability to pay it back, all that is doing is just getting you further behind in your financial goals. If you're using that credit card to go on vacations that you can't afford, and if you're using that credit card to buy things that you can't afford, like clothes, shoes, what's the purpose of getting into that debt because you have no way of paying it back? This is not something that is giving you a leg up, but rather getting you further behind. So, in my opinion, that's what I consider good, bad debt, and that's why in America today, credit card debt is at its highest right now. Another example of bad debt is if you get personal loans, payday loans, or in that sense, predatory loans to pay things like liabilities just so you can, and liabilities would be an example of paying your bills and things of that nature. If you're getting loans to do that without having a plan to get back on your feet, that is considered bad debt. Why? Because it's getting you further and further behind the A ball and it's putting you behind financially and it's not increasing your income. It's only pushing the can down the road. And so if it's only pushing the can down the road, that is considered bad debt in my opinion. And so yes, you can have good debt, but you can also have bad debt using the examples that I just gave you. So let's put a bow on this thing. In conclusion, all debt isn't bad, in my personal opinion. You have to be strategic when you get debt so that you can utilize debt for your benefit rather than it be a detriment to you. And so I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section about what I discussed today. Do you think that there's good debt? Do you only think that there's bad debt? I'd really like to know what you're thinking about it down in the comment section. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts, because I want to start a conversation because I really enjoy talking about this subject because I believe it'll help a lot of people out. All right. Also, if you would like to learn more about these financial tips that we give, I want to encourage you to get on our coaching call that is called How to Increase Your Income to $10,000 a Month. And in order to do that, all you got to do is get down in the comments section and check the links in the description also, and you will see the coaching call that is called How to Increase Your Income to $10,000 a Month minimum. And we can help you on your way to the best financial life that you can possibly have. All right. We appreciate you guys for leaving your comments down below. We appreciate you for checking out our links in the description and in the comments. We appreciate you checking out this video. We really, really, really do. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.